He up with his slow motion crew, and we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the monsoon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drumming round in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Hold on. shouldn't fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with guessing time. I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up. Climbing and climbing, I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stood still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. Oh, wait, I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with guessing time. searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way, yeah. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land.
Tonight, for the homecoming game, the 5-1 Benedictine Bengals come in after a huge win over the St. Ignatius Wildcats last week. They'll host the Lutheran East Falcons, sitting at 3-3 in tonight's Week 7 matchup presented by Pizzazz on the Circle. The season rolls on here from Don Shula Stadium, and we are excited for tonight's game. We'll have all the action for you here, right here on the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. Welcome inside the broadcast booth here at Don Shula Stadium alongside Luca Bucci. I'm Patrick Lloyd. Pleased to be joining you here for this evening's game. Luca, what a win last week.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a huge win. And let's talk about the hero of that game, Tremel Reese. He had obviously a 75-yard touchdown to start the game, and then he ended the game with a huge kick return touchdown. And he was pretty much the only spark the Bengals had on offense. So, looking forward to this game. It's a bit of a, not as a high-name opponent. So we'll see if the Bengals can get it going offensively. They really haven't been able to do that in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, the Bengals last week played very strong, some offensive struggles, hoping to bounce back off of that this week. Yeah. Not a whole ton of people here tonight. No. Hopefully that means they're watching at home. But, just a game that the Bengals coming in are kind of expecting to take care of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you schedule your homecoming game, you're not trying to lose it, obviously. But, you can't really get complacent, and you can't take this for an easy game. You still have to come out, and you have to win the game. Any given Friday, any team could win, Pat.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look into last week's win over St. Ignatius.
Ready, three. Put a black first. Ready, four.
Last week over Ignatius. A beautiful night from Don Shula Stadium as well.
Yeah, it was a little toasty up here in the box, but it was a gorgeous night. Beautiful fall night.
Well, there's Tremel Reese, and he was the player of the game. You'll see it right here. He got the game started in a big way. Gio Iacampo found Reese on the first play from scrimmage to start Reese's huge game.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of thought that the offense was going to explode after the first play, and they kind of went silent, but obviously a huge gain, 74 yards to start the game. Huge.
Then we'll see on the next play here, Will Eschke, who leads the team in tackles now with great coverage on this incomplete pass. Ignatius couldn't get much going all night. And Xander Smith continues to break out. with this nice catch towards the sideline.
And he's really stepping up. Obviously, with Carlton out, he's got to play a bigger role.
And then here's Spikes with a huge first down over the middle. That set the Bengals up for a scoring opportunity.
And he finished with four catches and 42 yards.
Yep, then Nate Majors drilled the field goal. He's 2 for 2 on the year.
And that put the lead to 2 scores going into halftime, Pat.
Then you'll see Ignatius here. Trey had its first completion of the night, and he got past the Bengals, somehow took it to the house.
And I thought he stepped out of bounds. Everybody kind of stopped, but he takes it all the way.
Well, with the Bengals down 14-10, well, that's actually after this. There was a flag, and Ignatius able to get another opportunity. Owen Colwell punches it in right up the middle.
A little controversial, Pat. Me and you didn't really love that call, but it didn't really matter after Tremel Reese took this one all the way back.
And what a spark plug for the Bengals. His second touchdown of the game, and it seemed at a point where the Bengals offense was struggling so badly, they needed a big firepower play, and this was it right here.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much untouched all the way in the end zone.
Then Earl Jackson with this big sack, which kind of almost sealed it, and then Gabe Dolan with the real nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
that sealed the game for Benedictine in a big win.
And Gabe Dolan is breaking out in a huge way. I mean, he's really becoming a great linebacker. And, I mean, he's been making plays the past couple weeks, and he's really doing a nice job.
So the Bengals now, their only loss on the season is to see O'Neal there. And, oh, yeah, dunking. Coach Demerly, the defense, may as well mention it, Luca. The defense has done such an incredible job. It goes without saying. They are holding these solid opponents. I mean, look at St. Ignatius. Very high-caliber offensive team. Very high-caliber team in general, Division I. And the Bengals are holding them to just 14 points and giving the offense a chance because, realistically, without the defensive play the last couple of weeks, that being Lake Catholic and St. Ignatius, those aren't even close ball games.
Yeah.
So the defense has been so huge.
And they're really stepping up in big moments. Obviously, allowing a couple big plays here and there, but they're stepping up when it matters. I mean, they're getting off the field. And they're, like you said, they're giving the team a chance to win. Obviously, Lake Catholic, we talked about it last week, wasn't able to capitalize. Only allowing 6 points, Pat. You should be able to win every ball game that you only allow 6 points. And obviously, 14 points last week is a very manageable, it's very manageable to score 14 points.
Right.
And they should be able to, the Bengals offense should be able to score a ton. I mean, with the firepower that they have, obviously Carlton going out, but I mean, the production from Spikes, Xander Smith has been great, and the running backs. Obviously only 3.9 yards a carry last week, a little tough sledding, but I would really like to see Earl Jackson get put back in the mix. Corday Blair will dress for today. I'm not sure we're going to see a ton of him. He was out last week. But, we really got to see Caden Forte get going. We've seen the big runs from him, and we got to keep seeing it, especially when the offense can't get going. To establish the run will be huge.
Well, we saw last time the Bengals played a weaker opponent. That was Lutheran West in Week 3. And the Bengals scored a lot of points in that game. They tested some things out on offense. They got the offense rolling, and it carried into the next week against NDCL. And that was the most complete and the best game for Benedictine so far this season. So it was really good that they were able to take that momentum from the Lutheran West game and carry it into the following week. The Bengals are going to have to hopefully do the same thing here. A game that shouldn't be too much of a trouble. I know Lutheran East is 3-3. They've played some weaker opponents, so Bengals offense can come out tonight, hopefully put up a lot of points, get a win. Get some of the guys that don't play as much in the game, see what they're capable of. Obviously, we saw a lot of that last year, and we discovered, for example, Gabe Haskamp, who was a nice, sneaky firepower player for Benedictine. So opportunities tonight for Benedictine to figure some stuff out into a big week next week in Erie, PA against Cathedral Prep. But, big game for the Bengals tonight to kind of establish things. Going into the next couple of weeks, you got a tough VASJ team coming up as well.
Yep.
Step aside, and we've got Benedictine and Lutheran East on homecoming coming up next right here on the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
Mama thinks I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Throws it complete to Luke Carlton. He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Luke Carlton gets into the end zone, and the Bengals have taken a commanding lead in this game.
Block out quick.
Here's the snap. Takes a handoff, and he's taken to the ground by Tyrell O'Neal. Here you go. Picked off by Antoine Smith. Unbelievable. Smith with room to run, and nobody in front of him. Antoine Smith, kickoff return touchdown. And we welcome you back to Don Shula Stadium here on the beautiful campus of John Carroll University. Once again, alongside Luca Bucci. My name is Patrick Lloyd. We will be with you all night long. Luca, following a big week over, or a big win and a big week over St. Ignatius, kind of tough to kind of bring the energy back down a little bit for a game that the Bengals should come out here and take care of business against Lutheran East.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this in the pregame. You can't come in thinking, oh, we're going to blow this team out.
Right.
You got to come in,
Right.
That you're competing with the best and that, you have to play a great game. Obviously, that may not be the case. But we also don't know a ton about Lou East, Obviously, they're 3-3, haven't played a ton of, tough competition. But, I mean, obviously the Bengals really have to figure some things out offensively any way you spin it. I mean, obviously their plan is to stick with Iacampo throughout the whole season, and I'm fine with that. But you have to figure out your identity because it seems like whenever the run isn't working, their offense just kind of folds.
Yeah.
And you can't put too much pressure on Iacampo because, when you throw them to the Wolves, obviously the Ignatius defense was not a terrible defense. They were pretty good. And, obviously holding Iacampo 9 of 20 is not what you want. Obviously 166 yards, touchdown, and an interception. So 2 straight games with an Iacampo interception, which is not ideal. But it's the completion percentage. In the past couple weeks, he hasn't been really efficient. And, if you're going to play these tougher opponents, you have to be really efficient.
So it's looking like Benedictine will kick off to start this game with Nate Majors. Nate Majors, how good has Nate Majors been this season? I mean, he missed his first PAT, but that was blocked, not on Nate. So that's unfortunate, but we're ready to get this game underway. Bengals for the homecoming game. Excited to get this underway. You see a lot of players wearing pink. obviously in support of cancer awareness. As that kick is away, it'll land at about the 16-yard line. Bengals are in there, and Antoine Livingston wraps them up. And Tremel Reese finishes the job, and the Falcons are going to be pinned back at the 16-yard line.
So pretty good special team start. Obviously, the Bengals have really struggled last week with special teams. I mean, obviously, Ignatius had a couple huge returns, obviously punting-wise and kicking-wise. They had a ton of yards, and it was the missed tackles, which Benedictine has kind of struggled with a bit this year.
First play from scrimmage for Lutheran East. The quarterback, number 4, Jeremiah Turner. And that's a wide receiver on the roster, and that's not the first time we've seen that this season. We have some whistles and a flag.
Signal is false start against Lutheran East.
Wow. So, kind of a slow start. Thing to mention here, Pat, is you might think, why is Luke Carlton playing linebacker? That's actually Jonathan Spikes.
Yes.
Spikes is wearing number 2 because there's no more number 1 in the Navy jersey. Got lost somehow. So Jonathan Spikes will be number 2.
Turner in the shotgun. He's got Deshaun Johnson to his right. And not a very lengthy Lutheran East sideline. Not a lot of depth over here, so we'll see how that plays into this game. After a flag on the play, it's 1st and 15.
And that's kind of what happens, Pat, when all the defensive backs have their back turned, on a deeper route concept. There's really nobody covering up the middle. Obviously only Spikes was there, and he was, right at the sticks, it looked like.
And taken down there after not much gain there. O'Connell on the tackle.
And I mean, kind of goes without saying, but how great has O'Connell been all year? He's averaging 2 TFLs a game roughly and a bunch of sacks, and he's been arguably the best player on this defense.
2nd and 10.
Would really like to see Tyrell O'Neal kind of have the impact that he had in the NECL game. He was obviously a sack last week, but has been a bit quiet.
Turner pitches it off to the right, and a decent pickup there will make this a 3rd and manageable. Johnson on the carry. And it'll be 3rd and 5 for Lutheran East. Here we go, 3rd and 5. Turner to throw, rolls out to the right side. Another good run, but he is going to be short of the 1st down, taken down eventually by Eschke. And we'll take another look at that. Turner rolling out to the right side, chased down by O'Connell. Eschke eventually got him down. Spikes was in there as well, applying the pressure. So now on a 4th and 2, Lutheran East is going for it. They're going to try a QB sneak, and I believe this is going to be short.
That's going to be well short, Pat. That was a long 2 yards.
And they didn't pick up anything.
I'm not entirely sure. You really got to be super confident that you're getting 2 yards with a QB sneak. That was a full 2 yards.
It was, definitely a full 2 yards. A lot of distance to go there, but a turnover on downs is going to give the Bengals the football back here.
And how great has Eschke been on the defensive side of the ball? Obviously, his first year starting fully, but he's done a great job. Leads the team in tackles right now with, I think he only has 1 over Spikes, but
he's got 35. Spikes
35.
also has 35. So,
but he's done an excellent job. and his play recognition is really great. It's almost what you've seen out of Yane in past years.
Right.
Just his ability to track the runners.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Iacampo is under center. Forte in the backfield. This handoff is faked, and a throw on the run is complete to Jonathan Spikes. He's got a first down on the near side, down to the 45-yard line, and the Bengals are into Falcon territory to start the game.
And we saw Spikes kind of get going offensively last week after a slow game against Lake Catholic, and they love that kind of rollout bootleg with Iacampo, and just it's a dump off. It's a simple dump off to Spikes. It's almost like a block and release into the flat, and he's open almost every time if you don't game plan for that.
Fresh set of downs for the Bengals. Iacampo fakes a handoff again. He'll throw complete to Xander Smith. Smith with a stiff arm, still on his feet on the near side, just short of the first down, unless they give it to him.
I think they will, Pat. Or just there, maybe? Maybe inches? Just short. And they're going to move the sticks there, Pat. Are they? Yeah, they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, they're going to move. I don't even think the chain gang looks confused down here, but.
Yeah, they moved the sticks there, Pat.
Okay, there we go. We're definitely going to have to keep an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard tonight. I know Padua and NDCL playing each other,
yeah,
so
that'll be a good one.
That's interesting. Bengals beat both of them, so that's something to keep an eye on. Eds leads Ignatius 14-7 in the first quarter. This handoff to Earl Jackson goes towards the far side. He gets a block and has a first down. Towards the outside, finally dragged down by Chris Hill. And if it wasn't for that, he would have been gone.
And that really should be a horse collar tackle, Pat.
Yeah,
I mean, he really got him.
That was aggressive.
I mean, he grabbed him by the neck. But anyway, still a really nice gain. And we haven't seen a ton of Earl Jackson in the backfield in past weeks. But it's really, it's a really packed running back room.
That's true. And I did see Corday Blair. He had his jersey on, but no pads or pants, so it's possible that he's not even going to attempt to play tonight. I don't know. It's possible he changed, but I highly doubt we'll see him.
Well, Pat, there's really no reason to get a guy hurt in a game like this.
Forte to the right of Iacampo. Motion from Jonathan Spikes. This is going to be a handoff to Forte up the middle. He's going to be inside the 5-yard line, and it's a 1st and goal, but now it's a 2nd and goal, so that's our apologies. But the 2nd and goal now for Forte. He's really knocking on the doorstep here for Benedictine.
And the Bengals are imposing their will on the offensive line. 2 really nice runs there. And that's really what you want to see after the Bengals have been struggling so much.
2nd and goal on the 2-yard line. Iacampo under center. He'll hand it off here to Forte, and he's in. Touchdown, Benedictine. It's Caden Forte. And he's fired up as the Bengals get on the board first. You look at the replay, no problem for Forte.
And I like that simple play design. It's just a dive right up the middle and, leading block. They really like to put in a fullback, and they seem to have success when O'Connell and Shea are in the game. We haven't seen too much of Eschke in the fullback position as of late, but, it's a really nice drive there.
Majors PAT, the hold is down, the kick is good. Nate Majors drilled that, and that'll make it a 7-0 ball game.
Yeah, Pat. So that's a really nice drive there by the Bengals. Iacampo, I really like them getting Iacampo into a rhythm with the first 2 throws. What I really didn't like in the past couple weeks, Pat, and I don't mean to be critical here, but at some point you have to get him in the intermediate routes and put your quarterback in a position to succeed. There was entirely too many deep concepts that they're trying to find on second and 10, and they're not finding that, and then you're getting into 3rd and 10, and then you have to run another route to the sticks or past it. So, it's setting your guy up to succeed, getting him in a rhythm. Obviously, the dump off to Spikes, it's a really nice way. Just get the ball out quick. You know he's going to be open. And then the little kind of curl route, if you will, to Xander Smith, who we've seen a ton with that route, and a lot of out routes, couple dig routes here and there. And he's done a really nice job too, just stepping up. We've mentioned it countless times, but you know, it's who's going to step up as an offensive weapon. Obviously, missing your top wide receiver in Carlton.
And you wonder, too, because we saw a lot of him early in the season. John Jones as a wide receiver. Haven't seen him as much lately, but you'll wonder if he gets incorporated more in the offense.
And you'd like to see Antoine Smith get incorporated a ton in the offense because he's a guy
right.
with huge explosive abilities, and
yes.
they really have not utilized that a ton.
Major's kickoff taken in here near the 20-yard line in a pitch. What in the world is going on? And Lutheran East just has to fall on it. They tried to do a little bit of a lateral to Cardi Leisure and fumbled the football. Bengals almost got it back there within striking distance of the end zone.
And we saw a fake last week with the punt returner where he faked the lateral, and that kind of swung everybody to the near side of the field, and he was able to cut up on the far side and get a really big gain.
And you got to wonder, is that something that the Lutheran East coaches are encouraging and they want to see, or are they going to be upset with that play or that attempt after?
I'm not sure that they did that on their own accord, Pat. I think maybe you have that in the playbook, your back pocket.
Yeah, that's true.
Just because you saw it last week.
Right.
And how much success Ignatius had with that. Because they did that a couple times.
Yeah.
Bengals should add a hook and ladder in there into the playbook. See what happens.
Well, this would be the week to try it out. The snap and Turner to throw. Pressure in the pocket. He's going to be taken down. Sonny Arrieta on the bottom of the pile on that tackle.
Yeah. And he's kind of gone as an unsung hero, but he's been pretty good for the Bengals. We've seen more of Gabe Dolan in prior weeks than Arrieta, but he was hurt. He did have a sprained ankle, and that put him out for a couple weeks. So he's kind of back to 100% and making an impact. Also, Micah Smith, we didn't see him last week. He was out due to a sickness, so he was watching at home. And he told me we did a nice job. Yeah. Nice to see him back out there after. I mean, past couple weeks he's had a huge impact and big piece of this defensive line.
2nd and 15, Turner with a design QB run towards the near side. He finds a little bit of space, stays in bounds, and he's going to get past everyone. He did step out of bounds at one point. John Jones would have had him down regardless, but a first down for Lutheran East. Another look there, Luca. Just great blocking towards this outside to give Turner space.
And the Bengals have struggled when the quarterback is mobile. We saw it in Gilmore. They struggled a ton with that.
Oh, yeah.
NDCL had a little bit of success, not a ton.
Ignatius, too.
Ignatius had a good amount of success. But it's really setting the edge. You would like your edge guys to kind of force him up the middle, and then your linebackers can kind of fire away. But if you don't do that, there's not a ton of help on the outsides. And we just saw it there. I mean, there's a plethora of people, but that little lane up the sideline is going to be open a lot if you don't stick to the game plan, if you will.
Turner in the shotgun again. He's got that same running back. That's Johnson to his right. The snap, Turner to throw. He's going to try for Johnson, but it was batted down by Sean O'Connell. Really nice play there.
Yeah, and I feel like we call his name 100 times a game, but he just makes such an impact. And he's great in the run game. And
Look at him get up there.
Yeah, looked like LeBron just kind of sticking his hand up there. But, I mean, he's just such an impact player. His name kind of gets overshadowed, obviously, with a 3-star right next to him. But, I mean, he's been every bit, if not better, this year.
2nd and 10 for Lutheran East. Turner looks towards the sideline. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 down low. Here on the near side, it's Devontae Miller. Johnson to the right of Turner in the shotgun. The snap. Turner to throw again. He's it over the top, and absolutely nobody anywhere near that. I guess it was intended for, that's number 3, Samir Scott. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 10 for the Falcons. Oh, look at the student section. Small but mighty tonight. They got some light up something going on over there.
Yeah, maybe glow sticks over there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, Pat. I mean, the quarterback got absolutely drilled in the pocket. I believe that was Tyrell O'Neal. Came in there and just put him on turf.
Third and 10 to throw. They go towards the near side. What a nice defensive play by Antoine Smith. Dives in and deflects the pass. Sets up 4th down.
And again, just to reiterate how nice of a job the secondary is doing. We didn't get to mention him a ton, but Kellen Donnelly, he's done a really nice job. A couple interceptions in the past couple weeks, and it's really anchored as an overhang.
Well, there's our guys in the student section.
Hey!
Small but mighty tonight.
Yep.
Homecoming tomorrow night.
Make good choices, everybody.
Well, we had all the decorations up around the school. Good job by the student council. I've never seen it like that before.
No, I haven't. It was really nice to walk through the halls, and it was Hawaiian themed, so it was pretty cool.
Kind of mixes it up a little bit. It's usually just the normal hallway. Oh, and Luca. Ooh,
Ooh,
rough
hello.
punt there for Lutheran East. Going to be taken in short by Antoine Smith. Hurdles a guy, and he's going to be down at the 38-yard line, and Benedictine with good starting field position again.
Yeah.
Well, Luca, obviously we got to talk about it. The Student Commons opened on
Yeah.
Monday. Absolutely beautiful, Luca.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it's really great. And the food so far has been really, really great. I mean, we had kibasi on Thursday, Beacon Burger on Monday, and I wasn't there Tuesday or Wednesday, so you could tell me what we had. But
Tuesday was Burrito Bowl,
oh, hello.
and I think Wednesday was flatbread pizza, but I wasn't there, so.
That's gonna be
Anyways,
against Luis there.
Yeah, another
So,
chance for the Bengals offense.
I mean, they're getting really deep in it. This is really great starting position.
And I was talking to Joels Bryant earlier this week, and he's unfortunately out this week. He should be back for next week, but he's been making some one-handed catches down on JV. Been seeing the highlights a little bit, but
Yeah, I've heard.
to build off of that, the young guys, the young wide receivers, some of these sophomores are going to get opportunities this week. And we hope to see some extended playing time for them.
Yeah, obviously Brendan O'Connell has been brought up. He's a freshman. You might know the name O'Connell. We've been talking about him the whole broadcast so far.
Of Sean O'Connell.
Yeah, I believe he's number 86.
Yes. This run, I believe, with Jackson, that's correct. Not going for very much, so it'll be 2nd down. Already on the field, we see Michael Shropshire, the sophomore wide receiver. You saw him in the background of that replay right there. So already mixing in some of the younger guys. Bengals knocking on the red zone's door here on their 2nd offensive drive. A loss of 1. The scoreboard says 2nd and 10, but it looks like 2nd and 11.
He was hit pretty immediately in the backfield, but
So they'll say 2nd and 11. Iacampo under center. Jackson in the backfield. Xander Smith and Shropshire here on the near side. Iacampo fakes a handoff. Will run and throw to Jonathan Spikes. That's complete. He dives for the extra yardage, and it'll be 3rd down and about 5 for Benedictine.
and again with that kind of bootleg flat route there, they really love to run that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We've even seen it with O'Connell, and Shea has been targeted too. I don't believe Shea has a catch on the season so far.
That is incorrect.
Does he have one?
He had one, and it was on this side, and it went down into the red zone. There might have been a flag on the play, but I don't think so. I don't think so. He has one completion.
I could be wrong. But anyways, we've seen O'Connell, and he's been getting involved in obviously a big runner, and he does a really nice job too.
So a 3rd and 5. Iacampo under center. It's Earl Jackson in the backfield. Xander Smith here on the near side. Motion from Jonathan Spikes. Handoff goes to Earl Jackson. Jackson plowing up the middle. He is going to get the 1st down, and Benedictine's moving the chains again. This sets up a 1st and goal, I believe.
Did they move the sticks? Is he? Oh, it'll be 1st and goal, yeah.
So 1st and goal for Benedictine at the 10. And a great start offensively. And Luca, you have to say it's a little bit refreshing after, some offensive struggles the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, for sure, Pat. But you'd just like to see some strides be made and kind of find your identity. Obviously, you know the run is going to be there, but it's what happens when you can't establish the run. You got to have some faith in your guys.
And a nice play there to wrap up Earl Jackson. It's number 15, Elijah Armstead Jackson. And Lutheran East is probably going to push the Bengals back a yard there, 2nd and goal.
And we've seen it so far in this drive twice now where a Louis player has been able to get in the backfield, and that's obviously not what you want if you're the Bengals. So maybe a missed blocking assignment there. Not really sure what's going on. But that's kind of what you see when you don't put a fullback into the game for the Bengals. That's kind of been the issue, is sort of that leading block.
Campo under center again. It's O'Connell and Jackson in the backfield. The snap, and it's going to be another handoff to Earl Jackson. He finds some space towards that outside. He's going to be down at about the 1 yard line, and we'll set up a 3rd and goal. Bengals looking to make this a 2-possession game here early.
Yeah, that'd be nice, Pat.
But this first quarter already dragging down, just over 2 minutes left.
Yeah, not a ton of stoppages. Touchdown.
Handoff to Jackson. Absolutely nobody stopping him there. Touchdown, Benedictine.
I mean, he just walked in. I mean, it was plain and simple. There was nobody in 5 yards. If that's a replay of that, O'Connell blocks the guy. I mean, he could have walked into the end zone there, Pat. So already the makings of sort of a blowout here. But 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the Bengal offense. And that's what you like to see.
Now it's Nate Majors for the PAT. Remember, Owen slumps the holder with the absence of Carlton. Some pressure there from Lutheran East, but Nate Majors still hits it, and it's 14-0.
And we've seen some issues. Obviously blocked PAT last week. But at the very least, you got to chip the guy coming around the edge, blocking-wise.
Well, I think
or else it's
Nate,
just
we talked to Nate pregame today. He said that Spikes was double-teamed on the edge. So.
Yeah. And I'm sure that does have a part of it, but you can't. Obviously, better teams are going to kind of realize that and exploit it a bit.
Oh, they were doing a pizzazz read. We'll tell you about pizzazz. Why not?
Yeah.
Order from Pizzazz. Located just 2 minutes from Don Shula Stadium. You can order their pizza by going to www.pizzazzpizza.com or call 216-321-7272 to order today. Again, that's 216-321-7272. Pizzazz Pizza, proud sponsor of Benedictine Athletics. We lost one of our ad reads, Luca, and that's because our campus tours happened this past Wednesday. They were a major success. Were you there?
I was not. I was at a college visit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was not able to attend, sadly.
Well, I was there. We had a pretty good turnout, so
Good,
we appreciate you guys all for visiting Benedictine. Again, that's not our last opportunity. You can come to our open house on November 2nd. We'll tell you more about that later, as this return from Lutheran East is going to try and go towards that outside, continuing to try and go that way, and they do pick up more than expected. The return with Cardi Leisure, the sophomore. And obviously this Lutheran East team, very young. I don't think they have a JV or a freshman team. Obviously, I know our freshman team played Aurora yesterday, and they won 30-0. Yeah. So that's good. And I think that was Aurora's first loss. So good job by our freshman squad.
Yeah, a lot of young talent.
And it makes you confident about the future.
And now I think you start mixing in some of the guys that don't really get in a ton. Obviously, we see Pat Shapling, linebacker. We see him a lot, but we haven't seen a ton of him in terms of the linebacker spot so far this year.
Turner in the shotgun. He's got Johnson to his left. A high snap. He's going to run it again with him. Run it himself, and a big hit there towards the near sideline by John Jones. But a decent pickup, and that'll make it second down. You know, me and Mr. Devers were talking pregame. Week 7, it is still very warm.
Yeah, I mean, so we're getting into October here, but, I mean, really, really great weather. Obviously, it was 80, and A little bit toasty up here, Pat.
Last year around this time, it was cold.
Yeah.
But I can't believe we're already at week 7. I mean, we've been flying through this season.
It feels like it's going definitely, faster than normal.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun, Pat.
Yeah, that is what they say. 2nd and 5. The snap, Turner to throw, pressure in the pocket, tries to roll out. He's going to run it himself and pick up a first down. Finally taken down by Pat Shea, but a nice job of Turner using his legs again to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the Bengals really haven't had an answer for that so far. Obviously, get another look at it here, but I mean, Gabe Dolan coming off the edge, and there's just no, Eschke dives at him, just can't make the tackle. Pat Shea coming in with the tackle. We haven't called his name a ton defensively, but gotta do a better job of kind of eliminating that. That's
Turner with his legs again, not going much further here as Micah Smith with a nice play, I believe, at the bottom there, but again, not going very far as we look at it again. Yeah, Micah Smith was in there, but I think he was taken down first by number 51 of the Bengals. I think that is, Devon Powell, the sophomore. So that'll set up a 2nd and 9. And we have whistles, I believe.
Be a false start on Luis again. So they've had some troubles pre-snap wise. So 3 false start penalties to start this ball game, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And I'll tell you what, Pat, the Lutheran East quarterback has done a heck of a job. Not finding a ton of guys open downfield, but he's had some really big pickups, and the design run has been working really well. He might have almost 50, 60 yards on the ground so far.
So a 2nd and 14. Turner's in the shotgun again. 2 wide receivers down low, 2 up high. Turner to throw towards the near side. Goes back to make the catch, and he'll run for a first down, still going past the 50 to the 48. And a nice run after the catch there by Devontae Miller.
And we've seen a lot of big plays by Lou East here. Nice design screen there, got the blockers down the field. A little bit of an errant throw, but able to corral it, break some tackles there, and can't really happen if you're the Bengals defense. Not what you want. Obviously some second string guys coming back in the game. I believe that's Noma and Ezekiel. He's been hurt for the past couple weeks. Number 83, he's back into the game.
Good to see him back, but I did hear he is going to be out later this year, I believe towards the end of the season due to transfer rules.
Yeah.
So, but definitely good to see him back from injury.
And Marquise Norman is out for the rest of the year due to transfer rules, so it's kind of a bummer. He did a really nice job on the D-line.
Turner, another designed run. I mean, he just runs it immediately after he gets the ball, but not going very far there.
Nice recovery by Eschke and Matt Wilson to corral him. Pat Shea in there, too. Called Pat Shea's name a couple times so far today. He's done a nice job sort of coming in. I mean, we've mentioned this a couple times, but he's just a guy with a huge frame. And, you could really get him involved defensively. But it's tough because obviously losing a ton defensively on the linebacker portion of the defense, losing Yane, losing Church. Rosalina played a little bit of linebacker too, but losing them is tough, but it's still a packed linebacker room with Eschke, Spikes, Arietta,
That'll take us to the end of the first quarter here from Don Shula Stadium. The Bengals lead 14-0. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to Don Shula Stadium here as we get ready for the second quarter of action. Lutheran East offense pinned back a little bit here on a 2nd and 12. This Lutheran East band is pretty good, providing some tunes over here.
Yeah.
Turner, another design QB run. Tyrell O'Neal on the chase.
Ooh.
And eventually a big hit there. Who is that?
John
Jonathan
Spikes. And that's a nice recovery there. Tyrell O'Neal unable to track him down, but
I mean, look at this run. He's going. Eschke tries to make a diving play.
Bang.
Boom. Big hit from Spikes.
and Blue East quarterback kind of getting fired up here. I mean, I don't know if he was doing the eat that up sign, but I'm not sure. But he was getting pretty fired up after the play for getting lit up. I mean, jeez.
Okay, 3rd and 10. Oh, a little bit of a unexpected snap came in. They snapped the ball, and it looks like only half the team was ready to go. A flag comes in and a false start on Lutheran East, so that'll push them back more for this 3rd down.
4 false starts for Louise to start this ball game. I mean, jeez. And they'll call timeout.
I mean, they've got to get organized.
We'd like to take this opportunity to tell you about Benedictine's Fall Open House. It's on November 2nd. The event begins with Mass at 10 a.m. in the Abbey Chapel, followed by the open house at 11. Come see all Benedictine has to offer. Visit cbhs.edu/admissions for more information.
To see you all there.
Yeah.
See the new student commons.
Here's what I don't get. Why not just call it the CAF? It's the cafeteria.
And if you watch Good Morning Benedictine, that's
I
because
did.
it is more than just a cafeteria.
It's a cafeteria.
Well, I don't know if our administration, especially Mr. Davis shaking his head, would love that you're calling it the cafeteria. It's the student commons.
Just saying. It's just.
We'll see
I don't
how
know.
long the name lasts.
Okay, but here's the problem. We have a learning commons, and then we have a student commons. Do you see how that could be confusing?
Well, then we have the new Student Experience Center coming as well. So
The Student Experience Commons. Let's just call it what it is.
Oh, boy. Oh, anyways, we have a 3rd and 15. They're going to throw over the top, and it's caught, but wrapped up immediately there by Pat Shea and Antoine Smith. A nice completion to Cardi Leisure, but not going very far after the catch, and that'll set up 4th down. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like, yes, okay. Luis is going to punt. Looks like the quarterback, Turner, wanted to stay on the field.
Obviously, there you're going to allow a ton of space with 3rd and 15. Just let them throw underneath and be able to wrap up, and that's kind of the best recipe for success, if you will. It's a nice job by Pat Shea wrapping up, coming to the game, calling his name a couple times. 3 tackles, 4 tackles on that drive.
Lutheran East punter, that's number 8, Andrzej Sindrik. Another short punt flies out of bounds. And that will bring the Bengals offense back onto the field. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight.
Yep. We appreciate you all.
Had a lot of support last week for the Ignatius game. I know for a lot of people that's one of the biggest wins just because, you know, little rivalry goes back historically. So, you know, big to get that win. I know a lot of Ignatius fans thought that, you know, this is, you know, Benedictine. You know, this is a game you got to win. And Benedictine came in. It was senior night for St. Ignatius, and Benedictine made a statement, got a big win.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of Ignatius fans were not happy about it.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. By the way, Jeremiah Pasmino checking into the game here. So we haven't seen a ton of him this year, but hey now.
Icapo under center. He's going to hand it off here. It's Caden Forte pushed towards the far hashes.
He should
picks
get,
up about 3.
He should get some forward progress there, Pat.
Absolutely.
They're not going to give it to him, though.
Looks like they gave him about 3.
I mean, he was driven back there, Pat.
Yeah.
Make no mistake.
Well, that'll set up a 2nd and 6. So they give him 4. Campo with the shotgun this time. Forte to his left. The snap. Campo to throw. It's complete to John Jones. He sheds a tackle. Sheds another. Jones dragged down at the 35-yard line by Samir Scott, but not after a big pickup.
And that's a really confident throw. Campo throws this before he even comes out of sort of the curl. I mean, his back is still Jones's back is still turned when he throws that ball, so it's a really confident throw in rhythm. Just shows, they're on the same page there. But really nice ball, and even better run after the catch there.
Just had a thought, Luca. You think we'll be watching Benedictine versus Lutheran East on Monday in the Student Commons?
No.
I hope not. I don't want to hear my voice on the surround sound.
I hear it sometimes, like people play the highlights, like, turn it off. Jeez, I can't stand my voice. Well, apparently there's been some buzz around the school that apparently I sound like a girl on here, which is not ideal.
Well, that's just unnecessary hate if you ask me.
I think so too, Pat.
Handoff here to Caden Forte. He has a hole and nobody's going to catch him.
No, somebody's no!
No,
Pat, somebody's going to catch him.
Yeah, I was mistaken there. Forte looked like he had his man beat, but kind of tracked down out of nowhere.
He was there the whole time. Let's watch the replay there, Pat. Really nice run. I think he's there the whole time.
I didn't think he was going to get there, but that's a nice play by Chris Hill. I mean, Forte had him beat, but Chris Hill came and made a nice diving tackle. I got a lot of hate for saying touchdown on the Tremel Reese return at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Will Milan really didn't like that very much.
Well, and see, there's an instance where it can come back to bite you.
A little bit there, Pat, but that's okay.
Turns out he was caught, but, everybody makes mistakes.
I'll tell you what, though, Pat, the Bengals' run game has looked a lot better.
Absolutely. On a 1st and goal.
Sean O'Connell touchdown!
To Sean O'Connell for the touchdown.
Woo! Man, senior captain.
Couldn't even hear me. You got excited for your boy Sean.
Well, that's his first touchdown there, Pat.
There it is.
Got to get pumped up for the guy.
Wide open. A little out route, and
hey!
There it is.
He's out of breath, and he's got to go block now.
I can't wait for Monday when it comes on the speakers in the Student Commons. Sean O'Connell touchdown.
I feel like you're just saying Student Commons to mess with me now. Said it a lot.
The kick is good, and it is 21-0 Benedict.
Sean O'Connell's getting fired up. He goes, let's go. Man, 21-0 is a good start for the Bengals.
Replay guy, Dresden Washington loves the alma mater, doing a little dance up here in the booth.
It's actually the fight song.
Oh, yeah, that's on me. See, I'm all over the place tonight.
God, Pat.
This
is a serious broadcast. We take pride in this.
Yeah, well, the day off of school must have had me rattled. I was not locked in, I guess. How did you spend your day off, Luca?
Well, I woke up. I came downstairs, got my bushel of clothes, put it away.
Bushel. That is an interesting.
Yeah.
I've never really called it that, but I know people that do.
And then my mom told me that my suit would be ready at the tailor, and I didn't go get it because I forgot. Then I ran some homecoming donations up to the school. Got to see all the beautiful people that had to spend their day at Benedictine, day off at Benedictine, those poor souls.
Well, yeah.
And then I drove home, took a quick little nap, got dressed, and came here.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah, it was a good day. I don't think my mom's going to be too pleased if she finds out I took a nap. So, Mom, I'm sorry I took care of all my responsibilities today.
Well, not picking up your suit. A little squib kick from Majors. We'll see how Lutheran East can handle it. Taken in, and that's the same guy that's been doing the punting. And a big hit there by, I think that was 62. We'll look at the replay to make sure. It could have been 52 as well. Either Dontrell Wilson or Xavier Jordan. We'll look at it again.
Yep, 62.
62, Dontrell Wilson.
We haven't seen too many squib kicks from Majors,
No.
but that one looked pretty nice.
Yeah,
Kinda,
line drive.
yeah, and then it kicked
rolled
up.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels like also, just got to point out, for the first time in weeks, the week went by fast.
It went by really fast, Pat. I really felt like that.
But maybe that's because we had Friday off. I don't know. That probably helped. But.
Well, that was our first official school day off in like 4 or 5 weeks since Labor Day.
And that's rare for Benedictine.
Yeah,
Let me
we
tell you.
usually get a ton of days off. Well, the teachers didn't get the days off. They had to come to school.
Yeah. Trips on the near side, motion in front from Johnson. Turner to throw, pressure on the pocket, and of course he's going to roll out. But taken down there, O'Neal and Spikes take him down, and that'll make it 2nd down and about 9.
I mean, he's doing everything. He's fighting for his life back there. Pressure on him almost every play, and he's done a nice job of navigating that, stepping up and rolling out and, you know, scrambling.
But you got to wonder, because Jeremiah Turner's listed as a wide receiver DB. He's a junior. And you got to wonder, you know, because they got some QBs listed on here on the roster. Lawrence Davis Dillard is a sophomore quarterback, and then they've got a freshman as well. So you got to wonder why, you know, they're not, you know, starting, but
Well, he,
you know, he's very good dual threat quarterback.
yeah.
And a nice tackle there by Will Eschke. And he just continues to produce for the Bengals defensively. That sets up 3rd down after short gain on the completion to Samir Scott.
And we've seen a ton of screens and sort of quick throw. I don't even know what you would describe that as, just screens. I mean, kind of a unique play call there, but.
Oh, and it looks like the Bengals are going to jump here. It's hard to see who that is on the edge, blocked by O'Connell. It is Pazmino.
And we haven't seen a ton of him on the D-line, so it's nice seeing some guys that don't really get to play. Pazmino, obviously senior, and haven't seen a ton of him. So it's nice to see some guys get in. Like I just mentioned, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but lost my train of thought there.
Automatic 1st down on the penalty, and a solid run for about 4 yards there with Deshaun Johnson.
Jonathan Spikes having a ton of tackles today. He's been really productive, and got to wonder when they're going to take him out of the game. You don't want him to get hurt. Obviously, a huge key player on this squad.
Yeah, you look down, it's like, oh, wow, it's 21-0.
Yeah, all of a sudden, it doesn't seem like that.
And it feels like the Bengals offense hasn't really been on the field for too long.
No, it's been very, very efficient. I like that word, efficient.
Turner in the shotgun again. He's got Johnson to his left. The snap, Turner to throw. He finds Scott on the far side, and they are going to get a 1st down. So.
And they're almost reaching in the Bengals playbook. There are a couple flat routes to the outsides. Obviously, one got blown up by Eschke, but that one goes for a 1st down. 2nd time's the charm. Flag.
Might have been a false start. I know Micah Smith is flying in there on the edge looking to make a play, but it's going to be a false start again on Lutheran East. So replay 1st down. 1st and 15. And finally, Lutheran East lines up now. Shotgun formation again. The snap, turn, and another flag comes in. Tyrell O'Neal flying in that time.
And the ref is barking at the sideline
he
there.
is upset with whatever's going on here on this Lutheran East sideline. That'll push him back even more.
Jeez. Guy lined up off sides, maybe? I don't even. He gave 2 signals there. He gave a neutral zone infraction Then he gave a false start. I'm not very sure, but maybe it was both. I
Okay, so
don't
it's a
know.
1st and 20.
Jeez. Luis is kind of killing themselves with the,
Yeah.
I mean, over and over it feels like.
And now finally a timeout taken by Lutheran East. They've got to figure out whatever's going on over there. Just continuous flags. Lucas, sign up for a Bengal for a day. Shadow days at Benedictine. We've talked about it quite a bit, but we have had a lot of shadows recently. I know we had upwards of 20 kids for each day on Monday and Tuesday. So highly encourage you sign up for your shadow days. Also your HSPT prep and the HSPT test.
Yeah.
You can you can find all that information at cbhs.edu/admissions.
Bengal for a day is fun. You just get to, kind of shadow somebody, just walk around with them, see the Bengal atmosphere. It's pretty cool. We had a couple shadows stick around after school the one day and watch the Guardians game with us in the student commons. Hooked it up to the clever touch in there, so that was kind of nice. That was cool to see a couple new faces.
Was that the win or the loss?
The loss.
Yeah, Tarek School pitched a really nice game in game
No,
one.
the third loss. Game three, that
game
loss.
3.
Yeah, because we had hockey lifts that
Gotcha.
day, so
Okay, understood.
stuck around and then,
That game was tough.
yeah.
And you really hate to see the Guardians go down the way that they did. It's just unfortunate. But, nice season. And what a hit by Jonathan
Jeez, Jonathan Spikes.
And, number 8 for Lou East, Andrzej Cindric, slow to get up and grabbing his side.
Jeez.
He's gonna stay
Came
on
in
the
there and,
field.
speared him.
Yeah, you see him grabbing his left side there.
Jonathan Spikes with no regard for human life. Do you get the ref?
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a great game, and like I said, you gotta wonder when you start taking some of these guys out. You don't want to. With the way that Spikes plays, he plays with such aggressiveness.
Yeah. Pressure in the pocket there on the edge. Smith, everybody. Oh, and what a nice run from Turner towards the outside. He's going to get the first down and much more. Down past the 20. And Jeremiah Turner, that dual threat ability showing on the greatest stage right there.
And it felt like somebody surely was going to sack him, and then he goes for 40 yards almost.
And I didn't quite see on the replay, but off the edge, somebody was flying in, and then Micah Smith was there as well, but
everybody was there, and nobody could get to him. But like I said, like we've been saying, he's done a really nice job.
And it seems like Lutheran excuse me, I just combined Lutheran East and Lutheran West. Lutheran East is kind of powering their offense through the QB run. That seems to be
goodness. That might be another flag.
As O'Neal was flying in.
False start. Louis.
False start. Offense. It's almost predictable.
A little bit, Pat. A little bit. I mean, they've had a ton of trouble, like, pre-snap. And what we've been seeing from them is it's almost like their offense is very predictable. It's either a screen pass or a blown-up run, like, a nice run, or it's just a kind of a broken play, like pass play where the quarterback just scrambles and goes for 20 yards.
Did you like my referee impression there? Obviously, here at Don Shula Stadium, we don't have a mic on the ref, but we might just have to start,
Pat Lloyd, new ref.
Yep. Another QB run with Turner. That's Gabe Dolan and Tyrell O'Neal on the tackle. Not a big pickup there on the 1st and 15. That'll set up 2nd and 14.
Yeah. So that's almost one of the first quarterback runs that we've seen kind of be stopped at the line or behind the line for Benedictine. One of the first, maybe not the first, but one of them.
And you have it written down here. Our defense only allowed 27 yards rushing last week. And Ignatius' running back, as that pass is incomplete, intended there for Devontae Miller. Ignatius' running backs, both of them, Colwell especially, electric on the ground. So the fact that the Bengals were able to hold, the the run game to so little.
Yeah.
And when you have a young quarterback who's in a high leverage situation in the sophomore Jacob Nicken, that is huge for the Bengals offense, and that could be part of why you had the one Trey had touchdown, and then the one big play through the air that led to the short run from Colwell, and that's all Ignatius had. Without a couple of mistakes, that's potentially a shutout.
Yeah, I mean, but then you just kind of look at Micah Smith is down, but then you just kind of look at like what the Bengals are doing defensively, and it just feels like every single guy on the defensive side of the ball is really. Ooh, he looks to be in great pain there. Not great. So we hope he's okay, because that's not ideal there. But obviously, he's been really great, and he looks to be in a lot of pain, and not a great sign.
As you mentioned, too, coming back off of that sickness last week, and something with his right leg, maybe? Now with the left leg, so now you got to wonder.
Yeah, not. Looks like he's in a ton of pain there, Pat. And it's not like they're stretching it. Oh, they're going to get him up.
Okay, so that's good to see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not sure what happened there, but
Okay.
he just walks right to the sideline.
So let's just hope it's just a cramp. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, he looks to be okay.
Right.
I'm not sure. Got the chance to talk to him all week, and he's excited to get back out there, obviously. Being out last week is not ideal in such a big win. Obviously these guys are all competitors. They want to be in the thick of it, if you will. But, I mean, he stepped up, this year really a ton. We kind of saw it in the NDCL game where he had a couple big sacks. And he's been a really key piece. So hopefully he's okay. Maybe start.
3rd and 4, Turner with Johnson to his right. He's going to take the snap and run towards the outside. Gets a block, diving for the pylon. And they mark him down at the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal for Lutheran East. And what a nice job there.
Another design run.
Jeremiah Turner all night.
Misdirection quarterback draw there. Dives for the pylon, can't get to it, but man, he's done a great job. And that's basically their whole offense has been revolving around him and his ability to run another quarterback sneak. He'll get it there.
Yeah, looks like they're in, and
no.
Maybe
not. Jeez. Is it? I can't. No signal
ref
yet.
Signal touchdown.
Wow.
So Lutheran East. And there you see Jeremiah Turner, and as we have him listed as a wide receiver DB, the junior standing at 5'11", 165. He is a threat on the ground. Not so much through the air, but it's working for him, and he's found a way to make it work through the air as well.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, their whole offense is kind of revolved around his ability to. Is that good?
Yeah, the
Yes,
kick
it
is good. Nice job there by Cindric.
But I mean, his ability to kind of get outside and use his acceleration has been really working for him. And let's hope that Bengals defense doesn't get too complacent here.
And
never
maybe
wanna
they looked at the scouting report, because you got to think over the last couple of years, the one struggle for the Bengals has been, the Bengals defense has been the quarterback keeper, the quarterback
Yeah.
run. We saw it last year, especially St. Francis's quarterback,
Yeah.
Landon Welka, ran all
Wow,
over
ball
Benedict.
knowledge right there,
Yeah.
Pat. Oh my.
I mean, and especially Walsh a little bit too. So
Yeah, a little bit.
they've seen that the Bengals have some trouble with that,
like-
especially in the Gilmore game.
Yeah, it's like
And
they
they come in
can't.
and they're trying to attack them that way.
It's almost like they can't contain the outsides. It feels like, and for as good as the defensive front has been, it's just like they can't. I don't even know. It's not like, it's not like the the Lou East front is getting to the second level. It's just like he's getting, the quarterback is just like kind of firing to the outsides. Man, the Lou East sidelines really getting fired up here, Pat.
I mean, they're
get a little
trying to
distracted. They're
claw
just
back
like,
into this game.
getting a little distracted. They're getting get going so much.
A little bit of a squib kick taken in here by Tremel Reese. Makes a spin move, has a
No
hole.
way.
Space for Reese. Can he go? Trying to cut back up, but a nice tackle there. Taken down, and we continue to see Andrej Sindrick. He kicked the PAT. He's been doing the punting. He makes a big tackle there to prevent Tremel Reese from getting his third kickoff return touchdown of the season.
How good is Tremel Reese? And we see the replay there, but I thought he was going to go all the way. But, I mean, Jesus.
I stopped myself from saying it this
good.
time. Yeah, what an incredible return.
He's so explosive, it feels like Pat he just kind of hits all the wedge blocks and just really gets going. That kind of kills all the momentum that Lou East had. It's pretty demoralizing when you're trying to crawl back into a game and the offense or the kick return comes all the way into enemy territory. So, nice job.
So that'll set up the Bengals at the Falcons' 30-yard line. Iacampo in the shotgun to throw in the first play, and it looked like Xander Smith just was not in communication with what the plan was there. Turned in the complete opposite direction. That's where Iacampo was intending to go, but that'll set up a 2nd and 10.
Well, it kind of looked like neither of them were on the same page. Just the complete confusion because Iacampo threw the ball before Smith even turned his head to see where the ball was. So maybe he thought it was going to be that curl route that we've seen so much of with him, or an out. I'm not even sure, but it looked like Smith was running sort of a go fade route maybe. And he was going to be open to it, looked like.
2nd and 10. Handoff to Caden Forte, looking to bounce off some tackles towards the far side. A decent run on 2nd down, and that'll make it about 3rd and 7.
Bounced off B. Rose there and just was able to get positive yardage. Third and 7 now, Pat. Here we go.
Iacampo in the shotgun. He's got Forte to his right. John Jones lined up here on the near side as Iacampo's trying to throw towards that far side. It's complete to Jonathan Spikes. He's going to be close to the marker. They give it to him. First down, Benedictine.
It's almost kind of like a stick concept a little bit, Pat. You got the slant going, and then you have Jonathan Spikes in the flat. Just quick pass there to Spikes. He's almost always open in that flat, it feels like. I almost wonder when teams are going to start game planning for it, but, well, I don't know. I'm not complaining.
Well, Bengals could take this maybe down to the half if they play it right, if that's even what they're trying to do. Got to remember, Benedictine gets the ball to start half number 2, so chance to really pull away in this game. Spikes and Jackson on either side of Iacampo in the shotgun as this handoff goes to Earl Jackson towards the near side. Pushed out of bounds, careful over by the track.
Oh, the chain gang guy.
There we go.
There you go.
2nd and 3.
So, and I'll tell you what, Earl Jackson has been every bit as good as Caden Forte and Corday Blair so far this season. Every opportunity he's been able to get going. Actually, Forte having a really good season so far, just under 400 yards. Probably he's eclipsed that by now in this game, but came into this game 394 on the ground. But he's been...
Well, it's unfortunate to see, too, being 3rd on the depth chart. Low snap by Campo, rolls out, throws,
Ooh.
complete to Spikes. He's going to go into the end zone.
Oh,
big hit,
absolutely
touchdown.
Trucked him. Jeez. He ran through him. That was the gutsy throw there.
Yeah, nice
Boom.
catch.
Oh,
and
my.
A big hit. Put him on the ground and finished the job for the touchdown. Anyways, as I was saying about Earl Jackson.
Being 3rd on the depth chart.
Anyway, yeah. being third on the depth chart, obviously you don't see a lot of teams running a 3-man running back rotation.
No, you
so
don't.
Jackson kind of gets shut out of opportunities sometimes, but when he has gotten opportunities, because we've seen absences of Blair and Forte, he's really capitalized on those opportunities.
Yeah, obviously in the
NECL.
game, he had over 100 yards. In the Lutheran West game, he had a good amount of yards. Obviously, his first touchdown.
And he scored 2 against NECL.
Yeah, and obviously the big 40-yard run, and then sort of the punch-in, but good kick by Majors. I wonder if we'll see Sprogus come into the game.
That's what we were talking about. Josiah Sprogus, the backup kicker, freshman soccer player.
Soccer.
So I heard if we go up by enough, we might see some of Josiah Sprogus.
Yeah, maybe get him involved.
That's my guy. Hope to see him out there. Love Nate, too, as well.
Money Majors.
Money Majors.
That might be the best nickname on the team. Money Majors. That's a good
Well,
nickname.
I don't know of very many other nicknames.
Most of the other nicknames are just Instagram handles.
Well, you get the 9.5 finger slinger out there.
Oh. That's a good ref.
Yeah, it is.
You wonder if you'll see Matt First come into the game here.
Potentially, yeah.
See what he's got. Keep him fresh. You gotta really kind of give credit where credit's due. Matt First has continued to be such a leader on this football team. Obviously losing the quarterback battle, but he's still done a really nice job with the offense. I've heard some really great things about him, just helping Iacampo's progress along, and obviously Iacampo and First have a good relationship, so it's always good. Peace in the quarterback room. The JV quarterback, though, is injured. So
Lemire Primus,
yeah, Lemire is not going to be. So they won't have a JV game for a while, it's my understanding.
Yeah, the next 2 weeks. So, I mean, that saves Cathedral Prep from having to make a trip from Erie to play a JV game.
Yeah.
We were going to broadcast it, but...
We were?
Oh, that's a nice job by Lutheran East. They blocked the squib kick almost, and the big man there, number 23, Paul Finley, was able to fall on it.
I thought we were going to see a big man touchdown there.
Anyways, as you were saying, we were hoping to do JV football followed by soccer senior night, but now it's looking like it's just going to be soccer senior night. At least that's the plan at the moment. But no JV football game, so that's unfortunate.
Oh, Pat, you're not going to be in the booth for that, for the soccer game.
Well, that's obviously true.
Because you play soccer.
How about that?
Soccer goalie and team captain.
There it is.
Lucky enough to be in the booth with this guy.
Well, I've got golf and hockey team captain as well.
Hey!
Could be a baseball team captain, but
No,
he doesn't.
no.
He quit his spring sport, which, don't love to see that. I heard the return was coming, but
Maybe.
The snap, Turner to throw, heaves it deep.
Jeez.
And they got a man there, and it's picked off. John Jones returning it up the far side. Still on his feet, taken down at the 40. And John Jones was just camped under that.
Yeah. I almost had to get another replay of that. He just kind of had to heave it there. John Jones comes down with it. Nice play.
They sneaked right past those two Lutheran East guys.
Yeah, it was almost like a 2-on-1. They didn't even go for the ball. I don't know that they knew where it was, but nice play by him. Leslie mentioned that he's had such progress at the cornerback position from last year to this year, and he's been a vital part of that secondary. Pat, what do you like better? The blowout games like this where it feels like there's no chance that Benedictine loses, or the close games like the Ignatius game?
I'll tell you after this play.
Oh.
That's a nice run from Caden Forte.
Yep.
Picks up about 7. Well, Luke, I gotta be honest with you. This kind of game is kind of boring.
Yeah, it's a lot more exciting to call when it's like you don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, that Gilmore game is probably the
That
kind
was
of game
fun, yeah.
I prefer. NECL game was my favorite. You know,
That was a fun
Bengals
game.
had control. Oh, Iacampo slinging it deep, underthrown, and I think it hit the ground, but yeah,
Yeah.
it did. Okay. Looked for a second there like Devontae Miller might have crowded, but he's down on the field, and he looks to be in a lot of pain.
And so is Xander Smith, which is not what you want to see.
Miller
Maybe.
trying to get up quick,
Ooh.
and he falls down. And that is a scary sight.
Yeah. That's not great. Not exactly sure what happened, but that's... Never want to see a player down. Just hope he's okay.
I do think that there were some flags on this play because they're setting this up for a 2nd and 18.
By the way, Pat, in other news, Benedictine basketball schedule just dropped.
I'm excited for
Funny
this
enough,
year.
Lutheran East will be the first game on November 30th.
Is that away or home?
It's at Cleveland Heights.
So that's away.
And then you have Revere, Bedford, Trinity, NDCL Youth Night, Lake Catholic, VASJ, Fairview Park, Shaw, Padua, Spire, CVCA, Holy Name, Elyria Catholic, CCC, NDCL again, which is the North Coast Conference, as you know.
Yep.
And then Lake Catholic again, Padua again, Holy Name again.
There's Xander Smith being carried off.
Yeah, that's not a great sign.
And it looks like Devontae Miller back on his feet as well.
He's going to be okay.
I wish we could show this graphic on the screen, but obviously we're not that professional where we can just cook up a graphic in real time.
Cook up a graphic. And Geneva will be the last game of the season. That will be senior night. Obviously really excited about this year's basketball team. Ton of new transfers, ton of new faces.
New head coach,
Brian
Grays.
Yeah, Brian Duffy, Alex Ritchie. Big student section guys, by the way. Xander Smith, too.
Steph.
Staff, yeah. There's so many of them. It's tough to keep
I'm
track.
really
but-
excited for this year's basketball season. Obviously, you know, some very bright spots shown last year, but
Yeah.
a lot of new potential coming in this year from Ignatius NECL. So very excited to see, you know, this year's basketball season. I hope you're there with me. I know you play hockey, so I don't know if that'll be super easy
Yeah, it's tough, but
when you can. Campo in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff to Forte. He's going to throw complete to Caden Forte.
Ooh. So it's a bit tough sledding there on the screen, and we haven't seen a ton of screen passes from the Bengals to the running backs, at least this year. So good look there.
Now I think that brings up, there we go, 4th and 12. So the Bengals will most likely punt here with 1:14 left. Defense just hold them off for the rest of the quarter here. Take us to the half. I feel like this first half has really dragged along. First quarter went quick, and then this second quarter
Second
is
half,
just...
a lot of stoppages, man.
Yep.
Not very like action-packed either, you know. Bengals obviously like to see their offense sort of firing. They're doing a nice job. Pat Lloyd in the booth here getting down. Punt. First time we'll see Majors today
In the punt game.
in the punt game, yes, Pat. Thanks for clarifying. Ooh.
Hey, Major sends it deep. Bouncing around. The Bengals will finally just down at about the 35-yard line.
And we've seen the special teams from Benedictine allow a lot of pressure on Majors in the punt game. We've seen that in the past couple weeks. Almost, I mean, obviously a couple that were tipped and nearly inches away from being blocked. So something to shore up. timeout, Bengals.
That's their first. They still have 2 left. Lutheran East already out of timeouts. I mean, they've had so much flag trouble, they've had to call some timeouts.
Geez, Pat, it's probably been 10 minutes. No, it's probably been more than 10 minutes since there's been 2 minutes left in this game. Like, this
I know.
2 to 1 minute has been so long.
Well, Luca, last ad read here. Why don't you tell us
Ooh.
about our basketball camp?
Yeah, of course. Join Coach Winston Grays and his staff for the Benedictine basketball fall training camp. This camp is for grades 5 to 8 and will take place inside True Memorial Fieldhouse on October 20th and 21st from 6 to 7:30. For more information and how to register, visit cbhs/camps. And Pat is doing the, I said 6 to 7, so he thinks that's pretty funny. Guess it's a big joke, huh? I hate when people say that. It just
Gets under your skin.
it gets under my skin.
That's why I did it.
Okay.
All right, anyway, 1st and 10. Still over a minute left to go. I mean, this, as you were saying, this is really taking forever.
I want my hot dog at halftime.
Turner to throw. He's going to go deep.
Turn around.
Oh, man. Antoine Livingston and James Jackson were there. Couldn't pick it off, though. Pretty tightly guarded with those Lutheran East receivers, though, and a good coverage. 2nd and 10.
Nearly another interception that quarterback for Lutheran East was just kind of like heaving it down there, but
Yeah.
at least he's given the wide receivers an opportunity to come down with it. 2-on-2 there, and then we saw 2-on-1 with John Jones's interception.
It's kind of like when everybody used to say with Ohio State last year, Jeremiah Smith down there somewhere.
Yeah, right, Pat. Right.
Tell Luke is going slightly insane. Halftime can't come soon enough. Anyways, Turner to throw again. Pressure in the pocket. O'Connell
Flag.
chasing him down. Spikes will get there and drag him to the ground. Flag in the backfield. So
Should be a holding. There was probably called the whole O-line for a holding on that play. Hey, holding. I was right.
you a big college football guy, Luke?
Oh, I love college. If you watch the podcast, you would know my feelings on college football.
Well, that's,
By the way, everybody, check out a new podcast dropped this week, WBHS, Case of the Note Meddling, Season 2, Episode 3, if I'm not mistaken. Guests on the show, Will Eschke and Sean O'Connell. So please go watch it. Our viewership has gone down so much. I've got to beg for views now.
Fortunately, we have no problem with people viewing the BSBN.
Okay.
Turner
Jeez.
to throw, and a little dump off towards the far side's going to go. And, oh, my goodness. Antoine Smith literally grabbed onto number 15, Elijah Armstead Jackson, and he was just, like, getting dragged along.
Yeah. Be a flag on the play, though. It might come back. Yeah, I think it will. That was a really nice throw. It was almost like the I don't know if you're familiar, Pat, but it kind of reminded me of the Anthony Richardson spin jump throw without the spin. He just kind of like Superman jumped in the air and dumped it off.
So this is going to be against the Falcons. That sets up a 2nd and 20.
Jeez.
And if you look back at the end of this game and you think, what Lutheran East beat themselves.
Oh, for sure, Pat.
Penalties have been terrible.
I'll tell you what, Pat.
And they're going back. Okay, there we go. 2nd and 20.
For as well as the Bengals have played defensively, this has not been their best game. I mean,
No.
they're allowing a ton of huge plays.
Well, and I think that, there will be adjustments during the half.
Oh, for
and
sure.
I think the Bengals will be able to stop that quarterback run better.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to get a counter on the. Ask Wally for the penalty yards on this game.
Yeah, we'll have to update you on that next week. Well, no, we won't be here next week. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, another
my
nice run
goodness.
here with Johnson. He gets the penalty yardage back.
Penalty or timeout. Benedictine.
Well, yeah.
It was a timeout. I made a mistake.
We regret to inform you that it's looking like we will not be with you next week at Erie Cathedral Prep. but we redeem ourselves by coming back for the final 2 weeks of the season against VASJ and St. Vincent St. Mary.
Yep. It's been nice because the only 2 away games we've been able to broadcast.
Well, right.
But
It's just unfortunate with it being in Erie.
Yeah, it's a little tougher to do.
Logistically tough to do.
We'll do it live.
Right.
It was a reference. Jeez. Mr. Devers didn't like that reference.
He was like, no, we won't. We're not doing it live. Mr. Devers would rather be on his couch next Friday watching Benedictine football on NFHS Network from home, the Huddle stream. If any complaints about the BSBN not being in Erie next week, you can direct those complaints to Mr. Devers.
And to play us out now, the Benedictine Band. Mr. Devers got the rep.
Run towards the near side. Nice hit.
Jackson there.
Yeah, great play by James Jackson. And that'll just about take us to the half. There's still 25 seconds left. Why is the clock stopped?
Because they called timeout, Pat.
Oh, Bengals, you got timeouts. Why not use them? So it is 4th and 8. Lutheran East will likely punt here. 25 seconds. Maybe Bengals trying to get the ball back here. Maybe get another score on the board before the half.
This has been the longest 2 minutes probably ever.
I know. Like, oh my, it's got to be.
There's been, 3 timeouts, 2 injuries, a penalty.
More than just one.
2 penalties. Jeez.
Kid was just flipping all over the place on the sideline. Oh, my goodness. We need it to be halftime now. Oh, my.
Me and Pat are going clinically insane up in this booth.
All right, here's the punt. That's the best punt of the day. Oh. And a nice over-the-shoulder catch by Tremel Reese. He's going to try and flip the field here to the other side. And a nice block. Reese just taking his time. Stiff arm, and he'll get out of bounds past the 30.
Got flipped.
9 seconds left. Well, and I don't mean to jinx ourselves, but 11 o'clock is when the lights go out here at Don Shula Stadium, and it's not looking good for us.
We'll play in the dark.
Well, it's not even that. It's just when we're cleaning up.
When was the last time that the lights went out at Don Shula Stadium during a football game? The last time.
Depending on how long these 9 seconds take, we could find out.
That'll take us to 11 o'clock, and the game will be resumed tomorrow morning.
Oh, I hope not.
We'll still broadcast it. We'll broadcast the last quarter.
We'll go sleep on the roof, and
it's pretty cozy up there.
Get the nice breeze. Okay, 9 seconds left. Iacampo in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Caden Forte. And that will take us to halftime. Your score, Benedictine leads Lutheran East 28-7. A very good half offensively. And the Bengals are playing a very complete game here. That'll take us to the half. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back here watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
spirit and musicianship.
Lay the foundation for the band to celebrate today. Please join us with a round of applause for our Benedictine alumni band here on homecoming. Ladies and gentlemen, love is in the air and it's got soul. The Benedictine band invites you to feel the secret sound. The groove, classic soul, and disco legends with their theme entitled Soul and Love. Real Love tonight's for the masterpiece that topped the charts in 1969. Has launched a legendary career of one Michael Jackson. Here's I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. And now we want to slow it down with a classic that was released in 1964 with smooth harmony, great lyrics, and an unforgettable opening bass line, My Girl. Written by Mr. Smokey Robinson, became the station's first #1 hit on the Billboard Top 100. Enjoy this timeless chime. My Girl, My Temptation. Ladies and gentlemen, ain't no mountain high enough. With a special encore piece for the Bartlett family. The Ballad of Ambrose and Gunnell was featured in the choreography and merriment segment in Severance Season 2 finale, revealing important details about the Egan family history and their connection with the Lutheran company. This performance is dedicated to the Bartlett family in appreciation for their support of the Benedictine Bingo Marching Band. We thank you, Bartletts, for everything you've done. Gentlemen, put it up and give it up for your 2025 Benedictine Bingo Marching Band and the alumni.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to Don Shula Stadium. Finally, Luca Bucci, Patrick Lloyd back with you. We apologize for the long delay. There was an altercation at Don Shula Stadium tonight outside the gated area, outside the field of play. So there was police presence here at Don Shula Stadium. They evacuated all the fans, and the decision was eventually made to cancel tonight's game. So the score at halftime was 28-7. Benedictine was winning. And that's all we have for you tonight. I don't know where this is going to go as far as the records and the standings. Really not the first priority at the moment, but make sure to stay tuned to figure out what's going on. But that is going to do it for the coverage that we have for you guys tonight. Unfortunately, obviously we wish we could bring you the rest of this game, but that's going to do it. Next week, we are going to be off. The Bengals will head to Cathedral Prep to take on the Ramblers. We'll be back for Week 9 right here at Don Shula Stadium, where the Bengals will take on the VASJ Vikings. So, once again, that's it for our coverage tonight. The game canceled at halftime, 28-7 Benedictine. For Luca Bucci, I'm Patrick Lloyd. Good night, everybody.